Huh. I just noticed now in the video you can even see my new boots. So that's great. Pretty proud of these. Haven't got new boots in quite a while. So I like these ones. Just treated them last night. Anyway, so I got the blade flipped over now. And again, I'm quite concerned with two things. I want to make sure that this back side of the blade stays perfectly flat. And secondly, I'm still wondering why this blade was labeled NFG. It could be warped. And so I think knowing that these stones were all trued up, something should show up. If I'm not hitting a certain spot, it could be warped. Anyway, I'm going to give her a try. Alright, I hadn't done this yet, but I just run this block wood down, and there's one little nick there, and the rest of it feels pretty good. And I don't know, maybe this wood is warped, but I see there's a little bit of wobble there, so I should check that out, put a good straight edge on that, which I'll do next. But I'm going to run this stone down there a few times and see if it gets rid of all the marks. So you can certainly see it's not getting rid of all the marks. Might be warped a little bit. So I'll get a little bit of a closer look and get a straight edge on that. See what that looks like. It does look like there's a little bit of a bow right there. Right where that's showing. I got marks left there. Anyway, I'll have a closer look. Alright, so I went to look for a rag and a straight edge, and I found these gloves that I bought. And these are cut resistant gloves. So if I had them on, no cry. We care at nocry.com. Anyway, I imagine if I had them on, I wouldn't have got that little cut there in that finger, so it'll be good to have now. Anyway, that being said, I found the straight edge, I laid it on there, I can't see any light at all, underneath that thing when I hold it up against the light. And so I'm just going to keep trying to flip that burr back and forth, because the whole point of this is just to test to see if I can sharpen the damn thing. So I'm going to keep at her. Alright, so I did not really spend a whole lot of time on that or anything, but just so I give her a quick check, see where we're at. It seems to be cutting, oops, pretty good, I thought. I'll bet that people do a lot of takes till they get one of these that looks good. All right. Not a bad looking cut. Anyway, I do think I could do a little better, so I'm going to hit her with stones a little longer and keep going, but I think we can get it. Not too bad. Alright, here is the latest sharpening job. And I don't know if I got that camera. Not really. Anyway, this is a cutter blade out of a Guillotine cutter from a paper shop where they do prints and cuts. So I don't know exactly. I saw the machine. I believe that this thing here, it's installed on a machine, and it's very strong, goes down, cuts hundreds if not thousands of pieces of paper. And it's already quite sharp. I tested it by mistake on my finger, and I felt just along the edge, haven't looked at it. I do see it's got a pretty strong burr down this end here. So I don't know if that's the reason that it got the NFG writing on it, but they gave me this one here just to try out. And so I've been thinking about it, and I think what I'll do is I can hit it with just use the whetstones. So I got I'm not sure which ones to use, but I got the 1000, and I just trued that up quite recently, so it's good to go. And this one here is 4000, 6000 combination. And you can see a little bit of black there. I already hit it a few times on this edge here. So anyways, my plan is that I'm going to hit it on this edge here, and then take these screws out, turn it over, and hit the entire backside to flip that bevel over, and just keep going with finer and finer stones until that bevel gets cut off and she's sharpened up. So anyways, like I said, I'm not really sure. I would really like to do this because I like the guys at this outfit and I like what they do, and I think that I can do it. So anyways, that's all for now. Okay? Alright. Get that camera and that light repositioned. So that should show her a little bit better. So I think this thing is pretty darn sharp anyway. So I'm just going to hit that with the 4000 a little more. Very carefully. Go the entire length of the blade up and back. And from what I see, I don't need a whole lot of pressure or anything. I think we're just mainly looking to create a little burr along the entire edge. And I'll flip it over and try to flip that burr back the other way, and then just use finer and finer stones until I eliminate that burr. Anyway, that's the plan. Whether it's going to work or not, we'll see. I should get my super duper magnifying glasses and have a look at that thing. See if I can see a burr. Alright, so I got that blade flipped over. I kind of want to turn it around the other way. So, kind of feeling along the edge, I feel a little tiny bit of burr right there. And then it's a little bit of no burr that I feel in the middle, which tells me it's going to need a little bit more work on the other edge from here to here. And there's a tiny bit of a burr down here. So anyway, I'm going to hit it, try to knock that burr over the other way with a really fine stone, and I'll just hit this entire side because that's going to be flat. This whole side. It's flat now, and it's going to be flat when it's done. So I'm just going to run it